So Michael Chandler and him and Conor said that they're going to fight. It's official in summer, but there's no exact date. But they both said that they're going to fight.
It's going to be International Fight Week. Like, Conor didn't just pull that out of his ass. You know, I think UFC's mad. He announced something before they were going to. So there's this weird, like, kind of battle back and forth, and Conor's such a marketing machine that the UFC didn't like that. I've always told you guys, there's something going on with Conor in the UFC with all that stuff. There's a reason, you know, why he's clashing with the brass. And if you've seen, like, he did a podcast with Jake Gyllenhaal, which I didn't appreciate. He did a podcast with Jake Gyllenhaal, the armchair expert, with Dak Shepard, who I love. Dak Shepard. He's a gearhead and great dude, and his podcast crushes it. All good. Here's the thing. What annoyed me is Dak's like, yeah, this was Conor's first podcast ever. Hey, man. Hey, man. His first podcast ever was firing the kid at Fox Sports. Look it up. Could you do some research, Dax? That was not his first podcast. His first podcast talking about movies, maybe. Yeah, it's on YouTube. Look at us. I had a button-up shirt. Cute, man. Cute. Look at us. Oh, that's a podcast, Dax, and that's us doing it. And that was in, go down, Chin, to say the year? 2015. Damn near 10 years ago. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. It is what it is, Dax. But
episode 23.
The more you know. Episode 23, man. Conor McGregor. Look at Brian, head hair. That's how old school that is, dude.
I know, that's awesome, though.
Yeah, so the point was, is he went on Dak Shepard's podcast, great podcast, one of my faves, but he went on there, and he was, you can just tell in these interviews that he's doing to build up Roadhouse. He's with Jake Gyllenhaal, who I love their chemistry, man. They are just, I mean, yin and yang. They just go together. It's so fun.
You saw the whole thing?
Oh, yeah. I love it. I love it. But they're just great together. But, you know, he's not talking to MMA heads. So they're like, you know, when's the fight? And you tell Conor, you know, he's frustrated. He's frustrated. And he's like, I'm waiting for the call, which is insane when it's Conor McGregor. So there's more, again, there's more to that story that we're not getting, you know. But it's going to be International Fight Week. Conor didn't pull that out of his ass. It's going to be Michael Chandler. But I really think Conor just wants to do that one fight and then bounce and make all the money fighting Manny Pacquiao, Jake Paul, Nate Diaz in boxing or MMA in their own promotion in Dublin or wherever. That's what's going on there. The UFC's trying to, you know, do what they do and keep them under wraps. So we'll see what happens. But it's fun to listen on these other outlets that aren't like hardcore fight heads. It's really fun.
Yeah, the rumor was like it's going to be UFC 303, which is probably at the same time as International Fight Week. Probably is that same date, yeah.
And then to Dana's defense, he also was like, the reason we didn't announce the fight is like he's doing all this promo for his movie. Like that, and he's like, to do a movie like tour promo, like that takes all your attention. Now that that's done, he's going to go in a legit camp, and then the fight will be announced. He's like, we were just waiting to this movie to, you know, do their thing, and then we'll piggyback on that, and you get a fight announcement. So I'd assume we get a fight announcement pretty soon.